Hello, everyone. This is Brian Lynch from SPS Commerce, and today we're going to be walking through EDI for Dynamics. So for EDI, SPS actually helps with many different aspects. Off to the left, you can see item information, including exchanging around product catalogs and potentially integrating with product information management. Off to the right, we see sell-through data in regards to how your items and orders are performing. And down at the bottom, even helping organizations onboard their supplier community, not only providing the technology if needed to those suppliers, vendors, but the actual calling and onboarding. Now, in our little session today, we're going to be focusing in on order data and exchanging EDI with your customers. Now, SPS, having done this for over 25 years, knows that in order to be able to successfully accomplish EDI, you really need all 7 components, including not only the technology, things like translation and cross-referencing and mapping, but trading partner expertise. You know, what Walmart requires is different than what Amazon requires, and how you need to integrate that into your process, and thus the design and configuration. From testing and launch to proactive monitoring, including ongoing resources for support and keeping current with your Dynamics system, as well as the overall trading partners. Now, SPS has demonstrated success with over 500,000 pre-mapped connections, everything from Walmart to Amazon to Target. Pretty much every sector, SPS has other organizations trading with their community. Matter of fact, we actually represent over 3,500 buying organizations out to their supplier community. Now, as a publicly traded company, we see a lot of different scenarios and help a lot of different organizations, both in integrated EDI as well as being able to be compliant through an easy-to-use web fulfillment portal. Now, having all of those options, we're very proud of the fact of being a retention leader. Now, with many different EDI systems, you actually get what's called point-to-point mapping. So trading partner 1 at the top may want an 850 purchase order, an 855 PO acknowledgement, an 856 ASN, an 810 invoice. And so a lot of times the EDI provider will build that set of maps to that partner, to that specific deployment of Dynamics. Well, that Dynamics has maybe custom fields or unique business rules. And now you go to add partner number 2 and duplicate the process, partner number 3, partner number 4. And so many times you end up with a lot of moving parts, hundreds of maps, which can really become unwielding at a lot of risk and expense to your EDI program. Now, SPS has built a better path. In our network approach, we actually do 2-stage mapping, whereby we put in all of the requirements in our network, build that set of maps out once, and then once it's in our network, basically deploy our network to your deployment of Dynamics. And so by order type or by document type, we're going to get a integration, in this case, orders in, PO acknowledgements out, ASNs out, invoices, etc. SPS actually has over 50 pre-built connections. Now, we're going to actually take a sneak peek and look at the integration inside of Dynamics. And with that, SPS adds EDI functionality right inside of Dynamics. And so here we can see that we have an EDI Workspace whereby I can actually integrate right into the main screens of the SPS system automation. Now, today we're going to focus on integrating with our customers. The reality is our organizations using our solution integrate with their customers, their third-party warehouses, suppliers, broker trading networks, even e-commerce sites like Shopify, Magento, BigCommerce, and marketplaces like Amazon, Walmart, eBay, etc. Now, in this case, all of these orders came in via EDI, and we can tell that based off the sales origin being configured to integrate with the EDI flag. Now, at this point, we'll go ahead and drill into a given transaction. Now, this is normal Dynamics, but I'll call your attention to the fact, if we look at the menu bar at the top, that the SPS system automation adds EDI functionality right on the transaction, as well as its associated master data. In this case, if I drill back into the header and specifically drill back into the AR customer, we can see that yes, Target has all of their normal master data, but again, same concept here. Looking at the EDI button, we can designate, yes, this is an EDI partner, their items to my items, service allowance charges, ship to information, and other details that are needed to automate the process. Now, if I go back to that sales order, the reality of my pick, pack, ship process is that I use normal Dynamics. And so I might, for instance, go in and confirm the sales order, which may generate out our outbound PO acknowledgement. I might use the pick and pack process, whether that be a third-party logistics provider or where I may be doing my own fulfillment. FYI, SPS is fully compatible with the advanced warehousing functionality, as well as a number of third-party WMS systems, whereby I might, again, in this case, generate a picking list, and then as the fulfillment occurs, receive back a posted packing slip. Now that my goods have shipped, I then may want to actually invoice and get paid for the goods that I've received. Now, again, SPS has been working in the background, whereby if I click on Transaction Lifecycle Explorer, it's going to open up this additional window where I can see, yes, this incoming sales order was tied to that outbound PO acknowledgement, which was tied to this outbound ship notification. And the integration in this last case tried to send an invoice out, but as you can see via the red color coding, we actually detected an issue. Now, this typically would have been emailed to the designated operator with instructions on how to resolve those issues. Those instructions can actually be your standard operating procedure. So it's actually a configuration. SPS does have default language that we've used in other deployments of Dynamics as a basis. In the same screen, I can see the actual raw data, a human readable equivalent, as well as what's called the functional acknowledgement. It's in essence EDI's version of an email read receipt. Now, it's not uncommon for our customers to be processing hundreds, if not thousands of orders daily, and doing so really needs to be done in an exception management process. Now, when we do that, we really want to have a central dashboard that allows us that visibility. Here we can see my dashboard, which, by the way, I can personalize by dragging and dropping the information that's relevant to me. Now, as a global EDI provider, we appreciate English is not always the primary language, that you may have multiple legal companies. And as you go through your day-to-day processing, wouldn't it be nice if these dashboards were actionable, whereby I can actually start to process data? Now, in this case, our filtering capability is top-notch with the ability to just start to key in a couple areas and it'll start to sort on me. I can basically move these columns around. I can pin columns. And again, all of this has ready, hold, complete processing status because our integration is a natural staging table to Dynamics. Now, armed with the one-time setup and our automation schedule, again, all of this is running in the background. And as far as your day-to-day is concerned, again, we're leveraging the standard EDI options right inside of the Dynamics platform. So with that, I hope that gives you a good understanding of how SPS helps other Dynamics users with integrated EDI.